So if believe is like what you hope, what you've been hoping for. Now, most people believe Christ coming in the sky. Some people don't believe that. So they not hoping for nobody to crack the sky because they don't believe it. So some people know Christ is walking the earth because they don't believe he's coming from the sky. They believe he's walking the earth. So when the hope comes, they gonna know. Because they we get into this wisdom. Oh, believe got lie in it, so I don't believe. But you don't believe. How you don't believe, but you still using the word believe. So it's just like I said, that's how that wisdom defile you. It makes you have meaningless points, arguments that's really not valid. You know what? One minute. I might be the banana. So we're gonna be coming out of Ezekiel 22, y'all. I'm gonna let some of my YouTube family come on here. So y'all share the live, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy the tunes. Y'all know we ready to get it out. One thing I learned coming from the background of our kind of music. So we gotta understand, y'all, that the reggae music just kind of give us a new mind frame. Peace. What's up, sis? Y'all, we're going to be coming out of Ezekiel 22. Ezekiel 22, y'all. You turn to Ezekiel 22 and we're going to break it down. And get us a good conversation going. Go tell your pastors.
Hello. How are you? Salam alaikum.
I'm good. Nope. No fighting. No fighting. No fighting.
Bye.
You want to fight, y'all? So I'm gonna be coming Ezekiel 22, y'all. And like I said, we always read the chapter. And like I say, I read these chapters to try to help people see the prophecy that's in the stories. Because a lot of times we have just been told the stories. We must get the prophecy of the story. That's what's going to profit us. The stories don't profit us. If somebody told you a story, what the hell that's going to do for you? What the hell, what a story going to do for us right now? Nothing. Now, the only thing that's going to help us is the prophecy of the story. That's what's going to profit us. That's what never been taught to us. When it comes to the Bible, the prophecy that's within the story never been taught to us. People always gave us the story. When you was little, you couldn't say lie. No, in my house, you couldn't call nobody a lie. So they made us say, you telling the story. When somebody lying, they telling the story. Y'all remember that? When somebody is lying, they telling the story. So what they told us to lie to us, they told us these stories. And now we believe the stories which they not profiting us. But you can't lie about the prophecy. You can lie about the story. You can't even deny the prophecy. The prophecy is something you'd be like, well, damn, I can see that. Every time I tell somebody the prophecy, well, damn, I can see it that way. But the story, then they go right back to the story. They understand the prophecy within the story, but then they go right back to the story. Because that's all you've been fed. That's like I was talking to the brother about the fish and loaves. Some people, and he ain't the only one, it's a lot of people. They can't get it in their mind that because the story say Jesus had bread and fish, it don't profit you to know Jesus fed the people with fish and bread. That don't profit you. What profits you is to understand what the fish and bread mean and why Jesus fed the people. Then you understand the prophecy. Then you can be looking for the people who got the fish and bread. But if all you know the story, then you talking about the story. It's not profiting you. That's what's going on. The Bible is a prophecy, not a story. But it's written in story form to give you the prophecy. That's the allegory. A story with a secret meaning. We toast watermelon in that. So y'all, we finna come out of Ezekiel 22. You know, watermelon sweet, so I gotta get to the bottom of it, y'all. Excuse me. I'm smacking? Yeah, you smacking. Well, I mean watermelon. How you supposed to eat? Quiet? Well, ain't too much water in it to be quiet. I don't want the water to drip. Okay, y'all, I'm done. Let's get Ezekiel popping, y'all. So we're in Ezekiel 22, y'all. It says, then the word came to me, saying, and you, son of man, will you judge? Will you judge the bloody city? Now, if the shepherds leading the sheep to the slaughterhouse, I ain't got the passion fruit right now. If the shepherds are leading the sheep to the slaughterhouse, then it's a lot of blood among us, right? Because at the slaughterhouse, it's a lot of blood. Because a lot of people getting slaughtered. So when we read this, we thinking about a bloody city and we want to see blood. Just like right now, we got bloody streets. Why? Because people dying in them. That don't mean you see blood. So it's like a representation. So right now, this bloody city, this bloody city is where the sheep are getting slaughtered with what though? False teachings. So judgment got to be brought on those who slaughtering the sheep. This what this whole Bible about. If you slaughter the sheep, God gonna bring judgment on you. When you tell the sheep lies, you slaughtering them. So it says, and you, son of man, will you judge? Will you judge the bloody city? So a word came to the son of man, asking him, will he judge? Will he judge the bloody city? Why does Ezekiel talk about the son of man? Because the son of man gonna judge. We're not looking for God in the flesh. We're looking for God in the sky. That's the why we got the book. And so we can understand what does the word become? Flesh. So Jesus not coming back in the flesh. That's what people saying. Jesus not going to be in the flesh when he come back. So if Jesus going to be in the flesh, why God got to go to the sky? God got power to be on earth. Like God always did. So why is the book of Ezekiel talking about a son of man? And like I say, we so indoctrinated, we turn the son of man into what? Somebody hocus pocus. Why? How can you turn the word son of man into a deity? You gotta be indoctrinated. You gotta be. Because your common sense, when you see son of man, what's the first thing you think of? Shit, just what the word says. A son of a man. How does a man get a son? A man have to impregnate a woman, and then the woman the woman have the child, and if it's a male child, it would be a son of man. Everybody in the Bible is a son of man. God anointed many sons of men. Now, God powerful somehow has ran out. God can't anoint no more sons of men. It just simply makes no sense, y'all. Like I said, this is common. We can't even get over this hump. If we could just get over the hump, well, God gonna anoint a son of man. Well, let's find him. Let's all put our resources together and let's find him. When I ask these things, you get crickets. Because everybody in the traffic jam, and ain't no traffic directors. So everybody just blowing their horn. Everybody just talking. So it's a bunch of horns blowing, and we just sitting in traffic with no traffic directors. Well, that's why I showed up. Hey, go that way. But people looking for me to have a uniform on. The uniform is the direction. I went before you. So it says, y'all. That's why the Ezekiel talk about the Son of Man. So it say, then cause her to know all her abominations. What is an abomination to God? A false witness, right? So one of the most important abominations on behalf of God is a false witness. God hate a false witness. Why we got so many people speaking about stuff they have not seen? They ain't seen Jesus. They ain't seen nobody in the Bible. Why? Jesus didn't come speaking about other people. Jesus came speaking about God. So why we come speaking on behalf of someone else? That's an abomination. That's a false witness. So somebody got to judge the false witnesses. Because if the false witnesses don't get judged, then the people gonna keep listening to what? Those who say they witnessed God but never did. Lying lips and when you a false witness, it's lying lips, correct? So it says, you shall say, thus says the Lord, a city shedding blood in her midst, so that her time will come, that makes idols contrary to her interests for the defilement. Now, because the priests don't have the majesty, they made up a Christ, and they say this Christ anointed them. Now they can teach. You made up a imaginary image, or the council has made you create a false image, a false reality, and a false image. And now you saying this is what anointed you. And that's the idol you using to speak on behalf of God. Woe be unto you. So it says, so that her time will come, and that makes idols contrary to her interest for defilement. You have become guilty by the blood which you have shed, and defiled by your idols which you have made. Thus you have brought your day near, and have come to your ears. Therefore I have made you a reproach to the nations, and a mocking to all the lands. Those who are near and those who are far from you will mock you. You of ill repute, full of turmoil. Behold, the rulers of Israel, each according to his power, have been in your purpose for shedding blood. The rulers of Israel. It's not saying the white man. Talking about us. No white man ever taught me the Bible. Now, Carl, when y'all want to go back to slavery and how they took over the doctrine, I understand that. But as a man, I'll never get up and go teach another man nothing. I haven't fact checked nothing. Not having, like, I crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's before I ever stood up and spoke and told my brothers and sisters anything. Because why I'm gonna say something and if I ain't fact checked it? Your pastor and your teachers, most of them won't eat their own information. That's why they tell you somebody else coming. Somebody else is greater. If you was the great one, you wouldn't speak about another great one. You would be being. You would be doing. Christ didn't come with Moses' book and say, here, read Moses' law. Nobody with the majesty of God come reading or speaking of another man. That's not the anointing of God. That's not. So, behold, the rulers of Israel, each according to his power, have been in you for the purpose of shedding blood. They have treated father and mother lightly within you. The alien they have oppressed in your midst. The fatherless and the widow they have wronged in you. You have despised my holy things and profaned my Sabbaths. Slanderous men have been in you for the purpose of shedding blood, and in you they have eaten at the mountain streams. In your midst they have committed acts of lawlessness. In you they have uncovered their father's nakedness. Now, who uncovered their father's nakedness? Was it not Ham? Ham was a lover of his flesh. So if you love your flesh like most people love, say for instance, most people love views. They love likes. They love the best seats in the synagogue, as the scriptures tell you. The scribes and Pharisees love the best seats in the synagogue. They say what? They rather praise of man rather than the praise of God. I don't care about the praise of man. You think I'm doing this for man? Now, I am doing it for all of us, but I'm not speaking for man. I'm speaking for God. But it say what? They uncovered their father nakedness. Ham, the lover of his own flesh, a eater of his own flesh. The three sons of Noah. It's the same teaching. Who uncovered their father nakedness. So it's showing you who do these things. These are priests. Those who say they know God. So it says, in you they have uncovered their father's nakedness. In you they have humbled her who was unclean in her menstrual impurity. One has committed abomination with his neighbor's wife, and another has lewdly defiled his daughter-in-law, and another in you has humbled his sister, his father's daughter. And that's all information, y'all. Like I said, when you speak of woman, her, it's like when you read Revelations, Babylon is considered the prostitution of the whore abominations, the abominations. Anyway, if you read Revelation, like I said, I'm not about to turn to it. I got a good little bit to read in this chapter, y'all. But Revelations, Babylon is considered a woman. They say those who come out of her, come out of her. So that's why I say sometimes, like I said, we read this book and we'll classify things from really not what they really supposed to connect to. Just like the Virgin Mary. That means wisdom. That's the undefiled wisdom. Wisdom has been defiled. That's why it's a whore. It's not the virgin wisdom that's pure, untouched, clean. It's defiled wisdom. So somebody had to be born of the undefiled woman, which would be the undefiled wisdom, the untouched wisdom, that would be Virgin Mary. So I know sometimes when I'm talking about these daughter-in-laws and sister-in-laws, again, there's information. Verse 12. It say, in you, they have tried to shed blood. You have taken interest in profits, and you have injured your neighbors for the gain by oppression. And you have forgotten me, declares the Lord God. Behold, then I smite my hand at your dishonest gain, which you have acquired at the bloodshed which is among you. Can your heart endure, or can your hands be strong in the days that I will deal with you? Now, who that just said? Can your heart endure? Or can your hands be strong in the days that I will deal with you? I, the Lord, have spoken, and I will act. I will scatter you among the nations, and I will disperse you throughout the lands, and I will consume your uncleanness from you. I will profane yourself in the sight of the nations, and you will know that I am the Lord. The word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, the house of Israel has become dross to me. All of them are bronze and tin and iron and lead in the furnace. They are dross of silver. Therefore, thus says the Lord God, because all you have become dross, therefore, behold, I am going to gather you into the midst of Jerusalem. As they gather silver and bronze and iron and lead and tin into the furnace to blow fire on it in order to melt it, so I will gather you in my anger, and in my wrath I will lay you there and melt you. I will gather you and blow on you with the fire of my wrath, and you will be melted in the midst of it. As silver is melted in the furnace, so will you be melted in the midst of it, and you will know that I, the Lord, have poured out my wrath on you. And the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, say to her, you are a land that is not cleansed, or rained on in the day of indignation. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in her midst, like a roaring lion, tearing the prey. They have devoured lives. They have taken treasures and precious things. They have made many widows in the midst of her. Again, this is not talking about the white man. This say the prophets in her midst. The people that look like us, that come to us prophesizing, telling us lies, destroying our mind, causing us to what? You know, like I will tell people about my experience with church. My grandmother, and you know, in my church, the women kind of ran things. I had my grandmother; she was the head. Her sister was the head. You know, it was the momo. I had the momo. You know, the typical Southern family. But the families were split up. Like my cousins on my grandmother's sister side, they went to a different church. So we on Sundays we kind of at first families would be close because we all went to one church, so everybody was together. But when my grandmother left the family church, people started acting funny. It's like God damn, because we left church? You mean to tell me stuff gonna change because we go to different churches? Both of the churches waiting on Jesus to come from the sky, but we got to go to a different church to hear about Jesus coming from the sky. So a lie, y'all, that's why I say a lie is way more psychological than you think. The lie, it get way deeper. You see what I'm saying? The lie. You know, it get way deeper than really what we think, y'all. The lie is this that deep. And that's why that's why the Bible is always talking about the false shepherds. The Bible not written for the people. Like who God telling this son of man to judge? The people? Or the people that's destroying the people? So why is pastor saying God sending people out to talk? God don't send nobody out to talk to the people. That's why you have the book of Judges. Because that's what God raised up, judges. If we doing everything right, shit, God already in the midst. It's when we doing wrong, that's when judgment gonna come. It's now we waiting on judgment day. But we forgot about judgment day because everybody giving their defiled wisdom. So we forgot about judgment day. I'm just here to remind you, it's judgment day. So listen what happened. It say what? Her priests have done violence to my law. It don't say the people have done violence to the law. It say what? Her priests. The priest of the defiled information. The priest that's married to the lie. You know how we say we married to the money? I'm married to the game. Well, you got some priests that's married to the game. They playing the game. They playing us. And when you marry the undefiled, if you marry the defiled information, what you gonna do? It say her priests have done violence to my law. Then what? You gonna mess over God's law. It say, and profane my holy things. The truth. The righteous truth. They have made no distinction between the holy and the profane. The holy and common. The Bible is a common book. What's the holy information? You don't read the holy information, you got to listen to it. You can't write holy information down. It's impossible. That's why the Bible talk about the living word. The Bible don't live. The Bible ain't living. The Bible can't save itself, so it can't save you either. So it says, they have made no distinction between the holy and the profane. They have not taught the difference between the unclean and the clean. What the priests haven't did, they haven't divided the information. Moses parted the waters. Moses divided the information. Moses gave you something solid so you can get to the other side. Moses didn't pick you up and gave you a book and say, find God. That's throwing you in the waters. So when you divide it, you show the people what's clean and what's unclean, then the people are able to get to the other side. Clean. And they're not going to touch no unclean thing. As the scriptures say, touch no unclean thing. But shit, what is unclean? Because I know a lot of people who screaming Jesus, they unclean. So it says, they hide their eyes from our Sabbaths. Right now, God is here to give us rest. What do we do? I don't want to see that. What we say? I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear that. You stop your ears and you close your eyes to the rest of God. I am profane among them. Her princes within her are like wolves, tearing the prey by shedding blood and destroying lives in order to get dishonest gain. Her prophets have smeared whitewash for them, seeing false visions and divining lies for them, saying, thus says the Lord. Y'all, this is one of my favorite verses. When the Lord had not spoken. It says, her prophets have smeared whitewash for them, seeing false visions, dividing lies, saying, thus says the Lord. We just was on Clubhouse. This is what the brother was saying. Thus says the Lord. But when the Lord have not spoken, when have anybody heard the Lord spoke that's speaking the Bible right now? So these are the same people that's saying, thus says the Lord, when what? The Lord has not spoken. Because the Bible don't speak. It say, the people of the land practice oppression and commit robbery. Who robbed God? The priest. You can't rob God. How are you going to rob God? By not giving them your money? What God going to spend the money you give him? What God going to do with the money you say you giving him? You giving it to the pastor. It's common sense. You're giving it to the pastor and the church. So you're not giving it to God anyway. So who really robbing God? How can you rob God by not giving what God bless you with? God don't need nothing from you but what? Actions. If you got the right actions, you already paid God your payment. When you do right, that's your payment to God. That's why when you do right, God gonna reward you. You ain't got to reward God. You just got to do right. And then you receive the reward from God. But you don't do wrong and then go give God a reward. That's what people got us thinking. We do wrong, we go give God a reward. 10%. Let's be serious, y'all. But that's simplicity. So it says, they commit robbery, and they have wronged the poor and the needy, and have oppressed the sojourner without justice. They don't, let's say the poor. You taking from the poor and you ain't giving them justice. And then the one that's seeking the truth, you oppress him. See, brother, you got to do this. See, brother, you got to, man, I'm just looking for the truth, brother. Why you put all these burdens on me, man? Now I got to come to Bible study. I got to come to deacon meeting. I got to come to church. I got to stay after church. I got to get there early. I'm just looking for the truth, brother. Because the people that look for the truth, they be ready to dedicate themselves to things. So when they join all these organizations give them so many jobs, they be like, well, damn, brother, I was just looking for the truth. Now I got 4, 5 different more jobs I got to do in life. Because I'm looking for the truth. I'm a sojourner. I'm seeking. And now I done ran into something while I'm seeking. I done ran into a false priest that's finna give me a whole bunch of false information and finna put more burdens on my shoulders and didn't take the ones that I came to him with. He didn't remove them first. He just added more. That's what we get. That's why we oppressed. It say, I searched for a man among them who would build up the wall and stand in the gap before me for the land, so that I would not destroy it. But I found no one. Let me eat my toast. Let y'all marinate on that. It says, I searched for a man among them who would build up the wall. So God searched for what? A builder. Not nobody to crack the sky. God always searched the man out among the people. That's the power of God. That's how God revealed the power to the people. So God searched for somebody to build a wall. You put a wall up to stop what? Travel. What was Trump trying to do? Build a wall so he could stop what? The people from coming in. So God gonna do the same thing. A wall finna be built. Now we talking spiritually. So what? We finna stop the lies. And we gonna pastor the sheep with a wall around them. No lies can't come in. So it says, and stand up in the gap before me for the land, so that I would not destroy it. But I found no one. Thus I have poured out my indignation on them, and I have consumed them with the fire of my wrath. Their way I have brought upon their heads, declares the Lord God. This was going to be declared among the people who are declaring the things of God. Because if you talking about somebody cracking the sky, that's not. Well, that's what how I go. 1, 2, 3. I declare. I'm not talking about throwing war. How they got a saying for the I declare war? I thought they had a saying for that. But that was the end of Ezekiel 22, y'all. Do I have any questions? YouTube? I know we having 2 platforms on, y'all, so I don't know who do be coming on here every night. If you got any questions, here's a good time to ask. Because most of the time, y'all, when I do have my YouTube on, I be on TikTok. I be on TikTok, Bigo, no questions, huh? 23. God, oh. 23 would be a good parable, but I don't know. God, nah, it's 49 verses, y'all. Y'all can't get that one tonight. Nah, y'all can't get Ezekiel, y'all. No, not Ezekiel 23. I know it, and it's actually a good parable because, like I say, it explains, the she. It lets you know what the she represents, and it's just like I say, y'all. We just gotta understand, like I say, this is a story that has a meaning, and if you don't know the meaning, then you don't understand the story. You like a little child that is singing a song and you don't know what none of it mean. Or you like a child, you saying what we call cuss words. And you don't even know what you're saying. You know how a child just recites something that they heard somebody else say? So we reciting something that someone else wrote. We just reciting it. We don't know it. That's why this got to be fulfilled. Then we gonna know. And this is the fulfillment. So I don't have no questions, huh? No questions, huh? Man, number 23 is the good. I think 24 might be a good chapter for y'all. I'm trying to, just trying to keep the conversation going, y'all. Y'all ain't asking no questions tonight. I'm kind of glad I ain't got all these knuckleheads on here, really. So I'm just trying to keep a good conversation going, especially while I got this YouTube up. YouTube, y'all ain't got no questions either, huh? Ezekiel, good book, y'all. Ezekiel, good book. The judgment of Egypt. Nobody got no questions for me. I'm trying to find a little short chapter, y'all. There's Now something you want to add? Nothing. Nothing. Ooh. y'all got for me, y'all? What y'all got for me? Love you. That's what's up. That's what's up. Ezekiel 29, y'all, is pretty good. You say, who was the Christ before thee? Is there only one Christ chosen at any given time? I wouldn't say any given time, but Christ would be just a high priest. So you're going to always have a Christ. Now, the difference between my anointing is we coming from captivity. So that's why this was written about. But Christ is just the leader of the priesthood. But I'm just a Christ that, like I said, it's more like the prophecy. I'm a prophecy Christ. I'm the one that all the other Christ seen. So I'm not writing a prophecy about a Christ to come. I'm actually the one that's building the kingdom. I'm building the house and I'm going to live in the house. See, no other Christ had to do what I had to do. That's why this is the one that's prophesied about. So Christ is, that's why Christ is just really just a high priest, the one that's leader of the priesthood. But this story was so profound because for us to build our kingdom, for us to come back, we got to come from all places, all different places in the world. We got to rebuild it. So this was going to be something that was going to be remembered and never be forgotten. It's always going to be talked about because of the work that got to be done. So if I answered your question, huh?
Will not believe it, even if you were told.
In Habakkuk? What is it? Habakkuk 1
and 5.
If you go to Habakkuk 1 and 5.
Because what information are they today denouncing?
Yeah, they the new song. That's basically what we one page. Must be after open that. Micah. So if you go to Habakkuk, this is something we always read to show people how, a lot of stuff you might not accept. I'm going to start at Habakkuk 1 and 1. It say, the oracle which Habakkuk the prophet saw. So this is not something that happened. This is something he saw. What did he see? A vision. So he say, how long, O Lord, will I call for help? And you will not hear. I cry out. I don't know. Some people trying to do matches.
Hello, man.
Yeah, I don't fight, brother, man. Me don't fight.
Huh?
I don't fight.
Fight?
Yeah, you looking for a match, huh?
I ain't trying to fight.
You looking for a match?
I ain't trying to fight.
You looking for a match, huh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it says, how long, O Lord, will I call for help? And you will not hear. I cry out to you, violence, yet you do not save. Now, this is something that damn near everybody asks. Then it say what? Why do you make me see iniquity and cause me to look on wickedness? Yes, destruction and violence are before me. Strife exists and content arises. Therefore, the law is ignored. We ignore the law. And justice is never upheld. Damn, is we seeing this or are we not seeing this? The wicked surround the righteous. Therefore, justice comes out perverted. Look among the nations and observe. Be astonished. Wonder. That's why I say we're not mad at people. Wonder about what we're saying. Because we know you're gonna make you wonder. But don't get mad, don't fight it, don't try to tear it down. That's when you like, damn, you a devil. It say, be astonished. Wonder. That's cool. Because I am doing something in your days. You would not believe if you were told. Behold, I am raising up the Chaldeans, that fierce and impetuous people, who march throughout the earth to seize dwelling places which are not theirs. They are dreaded and feared. Their justice and authority originate with themselves. What nation over us right now? Everything is about them. It say their horses are swifter than leopards and keener than wolves in the evening. Their horsemen come galloping. Their horsemen come from afar. They fly like an eagle, swooping down to devour. All them come for violence. Their horde of faces move forward. They collect captives like sand. They mock at kings, and rulers are laughing matter to them. They laugh at every fortress and heap up rubble to capture it. Then they will seek through like the wind and pass on, but they will be held guilty. They whose strength is their God. Are you not from everlasting, O Lord, my God, my Holy One? We will not die. You, O Lord, have you appointed them to judge? And you, O Rock, have you established them to correct? Your eyes are too pure to approve evil. You cannot look on wickedness with favor. Why do you look with favor on those who deal treacherously? Why are you silent when the wicked swallow up those more righteous than they? Now, these are questions that people still ask today. Why is God silent? Why righteous people get swallowed up by the wicked? These was questions everyone was going to be asking in what? At the time God was finna do wonders. No, horse don't mean planes. That's why your high horse. Get off your high horse. You know, so your horse can be something like in today's time, it'll be like a famous car. You know, everybody have a horse back then. You just ain't get a horse. You know, so with your high horse is just something you looking down on people. So it says, why have you made men like fish of the sea, like creeping things without a ruler over them? The Chaldeans bring all of them up with a hook, drag them away with their net, and gather them together in their fishing net. Therefore they rejoice and are glad. Therefore they offer a sacrifice to their net and burn incense to their fishing net. Because through these things their catch is large and their food is plentiful. Will they therefore empty their net and continuously slay nations without sparing? So chapter 2, let me see how long it is. This one God gave an answer. I might just read this, y'all. Number 2 is actually when God gave an answer to everything Ezekiel was speaking on. I don't know, y'all I might read this when I got a little more people, because like I said, y'all need to hear this. Y'all need to hear this. There you go. Correct. They ride on their horses. They grow swiftly. Okay. 12 o'clock, huh?
Someone said they want you to explain the law, Coco.
The law?
Yeah.
The law is the order. The law is just simply the order of God. The law is the order of God. That's what the law is. The law is not, nothing you really read from a book. The commander-in-chief is the one that brings the law. That's what the law is, y'all. The law is order for God. Order for God priesthood. More specific. I can't, because it was like you was not supposed to offer the information if you wasn't Christ. That's one of the number one orders. Because if you offer information without Christ, without the anointed one, then you causes more other people to say they gonna offer it. Because the anointed one brings the order. That's why it's about the order of Melchizedek. So Melchizedek, which is a priest that's in order, chosen of God, brings this order, because you got to have number 1 to have number 2. You can't have 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7 without number 1. So the first begotten, that's why Christ represents the first begotten, which is the number 1, the firstborn, so the order can be established, so stuff won't get out of order. So I really don't want to read anymore. I gotta go make me some. We gotta go make I'm gonna put that pie in, make that our berries. We got some elderberry today, y'all. We actually got we got a little spot, y'all, like abandoned spot. I was thinking about, that's one thing about the hood, you got abandoned houses. And most abandoned houses, they not really spraying it. That's why you got a lot of stuff growing. So man, we got a spot in our neighborhood, y'all. It gotta have at least 20 elderberry trees. And then the spot got a big tree over, so it's shaded. I was kind of looking at it today, so it's and the elderberry is just juicy, big. I'm talking about this. They look like From far away, like a bunch of blackberries everywhere. I bet you won't come up and say that. I bet you won't come up. Oh, you ain't got no followers. I bet you won't come up and say it. So yeah, I'm probably finna go cook my elderberries, y'all. I might let y'all come in there and let y'all experience it. I need me some juice. So we got cooking for about 30 minutes. I might go in there and put them on, y'all. Any questions, y'all? Any questions? So yeah, y'all, like I said, we haven't really figured out our next destination yet. I think we do have it, but I don't want to say it and we not be there and then somebody be looking for us. But we'll be definitely updating y'all with the next spot where we're gonna be at, and hopefully you in the surrounding areas, maybe you could come out, sit down with us and ask us some questions and get some clarification, get some more encouragement. You know, where you can meet us in person. We let you know it's real. We real people. We got a real mission. We got the real truth. And you know, so we got the works to show you. So if I'm a false prophet, make sure God reveal that. I hope God reveal who the false and who the real. You know, let's all pray for that. You know, so you can understand who the false is and who the real is too. If I'm the false Messiah, who the real one? Because I done proved the Messiah is the Son of Man. How the hell you gonna seek Jesus? You don't even know where he at. You don't even know what part of the sky he in. He in the east, the west. What part of the sky he in? What longitude and latitude? Seek Jesus. How the hell you gonna seek somebody? Where I start looking for him at? What country he in? What state he in? What city? You know his area code? You say, check out the Lucifer doctrine. Yeah. You say, I never seen discount tire application elderberries. I wouldn't know what they look like. It say, for a minute as believed on him. You say, for as many believe. For as many believed on him, them gave he power to become sons of the living God. That's why I say that power got to be given to you. That power has to be given to you to become a son of the living God. Y'all get it, y'all, because you know you got this small talk. I say y'all finna go put my elderberries on. You say you don't know what elderberries look like? Let me turn the camera on. Damn, I don't know how to turn the camera on. I thought I did.
don't know if you must have can't turn the camera around. These the ones I left these out here, man, cause I had so many of them. I don't know if y'all can see y'all. Let me turn the camera around. See on you won't be able to see. Y'all can see on YouTube, but yeah, the other bears right here, man, they're real like little BBs. I don't know if y'all can really see it on here. I'm finna show y'all. Dragonfly. Eat the mosquitoes. Come in here. So let me see them. Finna make some juice, y'all. I've been making me some juice for about the last 3 weeks now. You know, a lot of people make syrup, but you know that's my elderberries right there. Y'all just had them soaking, getting them little bugs and worms off. What y'all see is y'all. So y'all see it, y'all. Like little BBs. I'm finna dump them in here. I usually clean them off, but man, it take a lot to clean these elderberries off. Yeah, elderberry real good for mucus, y'all. Real good for mucus. You know, and like I say, man, you know, you especially in the springtime, y'all, you should always go out and get your spring stuff, man. So I'm just gonna cook these down, y'all. Probably make me a big gallon of juice. Mix them with some elderberry. All my big pots kind of. Good, so let's see how many I can get in here first. See how many I can get in here, y'all. I'm just gonna put as many as I can in here, y'all. Try to cook it down. See how many I got. Quite a few. We still got a bunch left over. So it's past my bedtime. So this is my different way of doing it. I never tried it this way. Like I said, I usually pull them off the stems, but I'm gonna strain it anyway. So I'm not kind of gonna pull it off the stem. So I just gonna add water to it. I can fill this up. Because right now I'm really making a syrup. So I'm just gonna put them in a pot and bring them to a boil. So really we just gonna bring it to a boil. Or we can kind of cook them and get it real soft, and then we'll smash them down. Yeah, y'all, I'm finna get on that juice. We got some key limes we gonna add in there. Y'all, we gonna get it popping. Put that down, y'all. Yeah, it's like grape juice. It's like a form of grape juice. You know, you put some agave in there. It's just like grape juice. You know, it don't have that wine got the alcohol taste because it's fermented. You know, this more fresh. So this is really more like juice. You know, once you add the sweetener. Well, no, like we add a sweetener to it. I add agave with it. That's why I say so. It's more like a juice. I mix it with agave and lime. And y'all, I'm telling you, this is some of the best grape juice. Man, this some of the best grape juice. Grape juice ain't got nothing on it, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, y'all. Fresh. Yeah, with the jar. You gotta keep opening it up and letting the air out. No, you gotta get them what they call the mason jars. You know, I know that's one way. I'm not the best. I'm pretty sure, man, that I have to rely on somebody like you. You know, I know you're a little more old school than me. So you probably know a little bit more than me. But yeah, I know one way is to use the jar. You know, I think every 14 days or something, you gotta loosen the seal. It might be a little longer than that. You gotta let the air out. What's up, TikTok? Like I say, I've been on TikTok so much. What's up, Facebook? Y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to, like I said, I've been supposed to get my YouTube back and up running, but I think y'all, that's what we finna really go to. We finna start controlling our own panels and just start talking with more people of substance. Man, y'all, I've been dealing with the small fish for many years now. Many years we've been dealing with the small fish. So, I appreciate this. Yeah, man, it's different. You know, my auntie used to do it also. She was into a lot of preserving food, making stuff from scratch. I remember that a lot. So, cause you know, I never thought I'd be doing it. Cause you know, it wasn't. You know, people would tell me. Well, people wouldn't tell me. By me being young, it wasn't told of me that, you know, this is something that's very important. So right now, y'all, you see them balling. I got lazy. I got steals in there. Oh shit, it's all good. So I bring them to a ball. I'm gonna push them down. Like I said, this is a new way. I never did it this way. But now we can just turn it down and let them cook. Kind of like on high, low. Let them cook. Yeah, I got a Facebook, man. That's where I started off at, y'all. 2016. All my videos from 2016 to now is on Facebook. Got that water just automatically turn, you know. And y'all, I'm talking about elderberry maker. And elderberries is real good for mucus. Nah, man, it's been a long journey. That's all I can tell people. It's been a long journey. You know, everything was for the purpose of God, but now we here. Y'all know that song? Started from the bottom, now we here. So those who've been with us, y'all, they've been able to actually encourage us in the mission. Keep it, help us keep the mission going. You know, help us to stay positive, help us stay motivated. You know, everybody played their purpose. But now a lot of people understand it. That's why we know it's the end. Like the end is approaching, y'all. And like I say, we don't feed that to our people to scare you. We not, you know, we don't let you know the end. The end is a new beginning. Understand the end is a new beginning, y'all. It's a new beginning. Yeah, the end is a new beginning, y'all. What y'all got for me, y'all? Grapevines everywhere. In my neighborhood, when I was growing up, we had all kinds of fruit trees everywhere. And that's crazy. That's why I say, people understand how fast stuff change. And it ain't take no 100 years for that stuff to change. It took a few years and that's over with. You know, now since I really changed my diet and became a vegan, man, it's so much fruit stuff still in our neighborhoods. But most people don't recognize it no more because we don't care to eat fruits. So yeah, that's so. But it's still a lot of. It's not more like you said when we was young. You know, and by myself, you know, I ain't number 36. So I'm kind of in that range where we did see a few people still garden. I'm pretty sure you might have a few years on me because I know I got two older brothers that's 10 years older than me. Well, one brother that was. And, so yeah, man. I was able to see a little bit of y'all. I wasn't able to see a lot, but I did, you know, man. Like I remember growing up eating figs off the trees. I just picked a bunch of pearls off the tree today. You mean Paris? You said Paris. Oh, you 75? Man, you ain't 75, man. Man, I didn't know Detroit. I didn't know Detroit had that many fruit trees. I thought it'd get too cold up there. So pears. So that's what's up, man. You got you some pears. I wish I did have me a pear tree around here. That's what's up then, man. You surprised me saying, so you just cook them down like this, y'all, what I'm doing. I'm gonna smush them up. Then we gonna get it going. I'm gonna smush them up and we gonna get it going. I'm gonna let that cook a little while longer, y'all. Go back in the dungeon. So tomorrow we're gonna be drinking some elderberry juice. Cause that's one thing, y'all, when I did wake up, I realized, you know, God created water. And a lot of people don't know most of the world is dehydrated. Most of the world right now is dehydrated. We don't drink enough water. And one of the reasons we don't drink enough water because it's a lot of man-made juices. And trust me, we all know juice tastes better than water. Especially when that's all you've been drinking. Because you know when babies come out, what do we give them? Juice. When babies come out, we give them juice. So these little babies begin to like juice more than water. And that juice causes dehydration because most juice is packed with tons of sugar. And bad sugar at that. So, you know, that's one of the things. So that's one reason why I take a lot of pride in making elderberry juice. You know, I don't make juice all the time, but, you know, man, elderberries everywhere. So why not get them? They're like I'm saying, we was literally riding a bike and like, looked over there like, God damn, like how you just gonna pass some elderberries up? Like it's so many, and see that's why we used to have juice because fruit trees produce plentiful. So you have so much fruit, shit, you just start making juice. You know what I'm saying? It'd be so much you can't eat all of, so just start making juice. You know, and you know, one thing we don't get to eat sugar cane no more. Sugar cane was also something that made juice. And it's just y'all, you know, man, we just gotta understand life more and get to appreciate life more. We're not really appreciating life. We're not appreciating life. So we finna get on them berries, y'all. They cooking. I probably leave them on there till 12 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, y'all, they'll be done, ready to roll. Ready to roll. So that's why I do take a like I said, that's why I take a lot of pride in making my juice, y'all. That's one of the things I have really gotten away from is juice. That's why sometimes you'll see me drinking coffee at night. You know, or tea. I drink a lot of tea. Well, I don't drink like in the summertime. I done got hooked on this coffee now. But you know, I drink not like I used to, but I still be on my teas. In the wintertime is when I really kind of crank up my teas. Yeah. You know, in the wintertime I crank it up on my teas because it's cold, so I always want something hot. And you know, and just y'all, like I said, just understanding, understanding these herbs be in your front yard. These herbs be in your front yard, y'all. You got blood purifiers in your front yard. You know. So before 6 months, it can shock the baby's system. They still learning to methodize. Oh yeah. Yeah, because they not sweating or nothing. They not really, they body not really but a lot of us smoke marijuana for as a human. Um, especially get our the digestives right. Water is one of the keys to that. Breaking stuff down, your body can break stuff down good. Water is very important for for the adult body. But correct. They say that's the best way to drink it, room temperature. So I'm finna go back and check on my berries, y'all. I ain't gonna be on here too much longer. Y'all know and when I get off, y'all, my brother man gonna be holding it down on Bigo. So y'all go check out St. James on Bigo. Like I say, y'all, the message is always up. We always have somebody streaming, giving the message. I'm in Louisiana. We can't grow down here. You can't grow marijuana down here. We'll check on the berries, y'all. Down here. I smell them. I smell them. Smell them. I just want you down. I'm gonna add some lemon and agave to this. They get soft. They're already soft anyway, but when you cook them, I guess you get all that color. That color. Look at that. Look at that beautiful color, y'all. I ain't got no light. See that color? See that color, y'all? I ain't finished smashing yet. And I'm probably gonna strain this and add the rest of the berries in here. Cook them down. Yep, y'all. This is how you make my. This is how I make my elderberry juice, y'all. Someone slamming. Better than anything you ever had. Don't forget the limes, man. Yeah, you can't get on the panel, man. That's why we be on Bigo and other platforms, man. So you know, those who don't have 1,000 followers, they always come check us out on Bigo. Bigo free. Bigo. Bigo. So I kind of all got them smushed down, you know. Bigo. Yeah, you're right. B, not V, B. The first one is right. So we be on Bigo a lot, y'all. We're not just on one platform, y'all. See the seeds? The color has turned. I'm ready to strain this now. Turn the fire off. Add the agave. Add the limes. I'm helping out in here with me tonight, y'all. See it, y'all. So, see the color, y'all. See how it turned. I'm telling you, y'all, it's some good juice. Add that agave in there. Let the agave, you know. And you know, if you ain't got no agave, you know, you might have to use a cane sugar. Shit, agave high. You know, sometimes I mix agave and cane sugar. You know, if you ain't got it, everybody ain't got it on. Agave ain't cheap.
You see the one.
Gotcha. me turn that camera on.
Just take it out.
Let me turn it on. Yeah. So we finna strain it, y'all, and add the agave and sugar. You got it done?
There's another strainer.
Get all this. Put it back on there. Nah, get the oh yeah, that's good. Get the lines. So we gotta get all that out there. All that juice. I mean, about 4, 5. I need something else. I can strain this. So this guess we can't get it all. Huh? I know what I can use. Burn. Little squeeze. Where is it? Oh, I need this. Get that juice out of that, y'all. Hold that for me. Hold it down. We're trying to get all that stuff off the line.
Shouldn't you put the sweetener in? While it's hot?
Yeah. You don't need it. And y'all ain't doing nothing but making elderberry juice at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna dish this. I'm gonna get rid of this. You ain't gonna strain it again? Oh, that's good. Huh? That's good? Yes. You just cut the end off?
No.
That's good.
It doesn't take much time. You can cut that down.
Just cut the
Like
end
the
off?
whole thing.
Yeah, you just squeeze it. Got like a little tip off. So right now we just squeezing some limes in here, y'all. Some key limes at that, you know. Key limes are really the best. They're better than lemons. They're better than the big limes. That's why they call them key. They the key, y'all. They the key. I mean, it was 5. Damn. This motherfucker juicy. Man. She went everywhere. Like a inner workers of us. What? This is what it takes, y'all, to make your own juice. We didn't strain number one time because somebody was ready to make it happen. We kind of put this on low. Oh, damn, we don't even have no agave. I don't think we even. God damn. Oh, God damn. I see that now. I know when Sean told me you could use elderberry for paint. He ain't lying, y'all. One thing elderberry is good. You could dye. You could anything you want purple. If you want to get a plum purple, a black plum purple, cause this dye, boy. You see what y'all talking about? Will you, being the son of man, go make war and bring judgment with the head bishop of IUIC? Brother, man, we've been talking to IUIC. They don't want to talk to us. We've been trying to talk to IUIC. I didn't talk to IUIC three, 4 times. They don't want to talk. So that's already understood. They do not want to talk. They do not want to talk. That's what we do. If you go on my YouTube right now, you will see where we talk to IUIC and we talk to all the bishops. The only bishop we didn't talk to was Nathaniel. I talked to IUIC, man, many times. I talked to IUIC many times. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I care about you. I care about you. might have to wait. Might just have to cool this off. But that agave give it that. Some people use honey. I don't use honey. I use agave. I use agave, y'all. I don't really use honey. Missing the agave, y'all. Now I added a little sugar, y'all. But like I say, this is actually like a syrup. I could have I added too much water. Like I said, I was being lazy, but I added too much water. So, but this really supposed to be my syrup, but this is my base, and I add a bunch of water to this, and this is how I make my my juice. Like right now, this is more like a syrup. It's not as thick, but it's thick. You know, so this needs to be diluted with water, which I'm gonna dilute it. And that's the famous elderberry juice. Give me a little jug, y'all. Yeah. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. But y'all think I'm finna get out here, y'all. Ain't no questions. I'll just letting y'all chill with me while I make the tea. With you being the son of man. There's so much going on in this crazy world. I'm just crumbing the nerves. Broke this one. Throw that away. Y'all think we finna end it there, y'all. I've been making elderberry juice. You know, right now I kind of made my syrup. That's my syrup, y'all. See, like I say, I could have made it a little more thicker. You dilute this with water. Y'all see the little flakes in there? That's just the lime from the lime peel. That's a seed. You know it's organic, y'all, and y'all see it, y'all. Tomorrow I'm gonna give me some agave. Tomorrow I'm gonna add in there, and then I'm gonna dilute it with some water. Shit, that's the best juice you ever taste. Ain't nothing better. Don't even try. Nothing better, y'all. So y'all was with me, y'all. And, salute, YouTube. Y'all got some of that good. Show y'all up close in front. Just want to show you. See that. Like I say I was being lazy tonight, y'all. So it don't supposed to be this water. It's supposed to be a little thicker. This is thick though, cause you can add a lot of water to this. I'm probably gonna add like a little over a gallon. You know, once I add the agave to it, I'm gonna add about a gallon of water to this. A little over a gallon. Shit, maybe it might be more than that. But I'm gonna dilute it very well. Like I said, I already added. I already have too much water, but I was just trying to let y'all see, you know, to see how dark that is. You know, see how dark that is, y'all. You know, it's ready now, man. It's ready to go in some water, get it on chill. Man, you don't know what you're missing, y'all. On chill, man. You don't know what you're missing. That's that real lean. So y'all know the elderberries, you know the ones that I have left. Like I said, I might end up taking these outside. I end up taking these outside, y'all, and I say it's the elderberry, y'all. They're like little BBs. You could telling me to go. How can I go speak to Bishop Nathaniel? How? When this next bishop ain't want to talk. So that's this elderberry, y'all. You know, you see elderberry. If you don't know what elderberry is, y'all, they got all this is from the neighborhood. All this is from the neighborhood, y'all. Nathaniel not even really on my level. He just got a bunch of knuckleheads following him, but man, if y'all ever listen to Nathaniel teaching, man, it don't come close, man. He wouldn't even win by default. But this day coming. We soon gonna meet. We soon will meet. You soon will meet. Like I say, I kind of made a mess. Shit, damn juice get everywhere. Everywhere it splash. So like I said, y'all, it's getting late. I'm finna take a shower and lay it down. Salute TikTok. I hope y'all enjoyed. Yeah, it's good for mucus, man. Elderberry is good for mucus. I hope y'all enjoyed kicking it with me while I made the elderberry juice. I didn't complete it tonight, but it will be completed in the morning when we get the agave. And I'm out, y'all. Peace, peace. Salute. Oh yeah, if you don't know what agave is, this is blue nectar agave. You see that? You see that empty? That's what agave is, though, y'all. Come from a cactus. Come from a plant. It's better than honey. Better than honey. Better than honey. I'm out, y'all. Peace.